Hi guys! For today's lesson, we're going to be going over the second octave key on the oboe. So I'd like to just quickly show it to you on the instrument. It is this key right here, and when you press it, you notice it moves that little key right there. So when utilizing the octave key on the oboe, the second octave key, you want to make sure you're also holding down the first octave key. So it's, you're holding this down, and then you add this with your knuckle. They cancel each other out, so it's not necessary, but as a fingering tip, it's a lot easier to just keep these down, especially with switches between notes like G, which has just the first octave key, and A, which has both first and second, which is what this piece does. So I got a little bit ahead of myself, but you only use the second octave key for 4 notes. We use it for A, which is, 1, 2, first octave key and second octave key. Then B flat, you add your first finger. B natural, where it's just here, and then C. So I'm going to go ahead and play all 4 of those for you, and then we'll do a call and response. So this is at the upper range of the instrument, so make sure you are using a lot of air for this. Just take a big breath and blow it through the instrument. So I'm going to go ahead and play each of those and give you a spot to play them back to me, starting with A. So there you go. That's all the notes that you'll be using the second octave key with. So we're going to be looking specifically at Essential Elements Exercise 100, the cold wind. And for this one, we are only using A and B flat. So B natural and C are good things to just have in your repertoire, and now you know them. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and first play you the whole piece. I'd like you to finger along with it and get used to that second octave key. And also right now, go ahead and look at measure 2 in this exercise, and it's got that half hold D to octave G transition, so make sure you're looking at that too and moving your fingers in time with that. Okay, so there we go. That is the entire piece. Now I want us to cut it up and play it back and forth. So I'll play and then you play. But first, I want to look right at that measure 2 that I mentioned with the D to G, and I'm gonna play it slowly. Finger that. Okay, and now I'll play it. I'm just going to play the half hold D to G, and I want you to repeat it back. So for that, you've got your half hold D, and then you lift these 3 fingers while you roll the half hold and hit this back octave key. So I'm going to do that one more time, and I want you to copy me. And now I'm going to slowly play the measure. Repeat after me. And there you go. We're going to go ahead and put that back in the context of the first 2 measures. So starting at the beginning. Your turn. And I'll go ahead and play the last 2 measures and finger along with me, and then you'll play. your turn. And now we're going to play the whole thing through. Just make sure you're still working on those octave keys. So you use that second octave key on A and B flat, and it comes off for G. And then be sure you're keeping your fingers close for that D to G transition. Okay, full run through, and then you guys are going to play it back. Oh, goodness. Sometimes you make mistakes. I'm going to go ahead and start again. And that's fine. You don't have to get this on the first try. If you end up needing to pause my video and try something again and again before you get it, that is totally okay. What matters is getting it and understanding it. So, without further ado, I'm going to start over a full run through of The Cold Wind. And now your turn. Now, I hope this was a good introduction to how we use the second octave key on the oboe. Like I said, this isn't something that you might get in the first 6 minutes, and that's totally okay. What matters is that you keep practicing and you keep working it out until you get it. So, best of luck to all of you. Have a great day.